Hennessy Performance League, and today here we are at the finale for trucks. Up in the booth, it is me, Clucka, and Big Jim.
What's up?
Clucka, Cluk. Okay, all right.
No
So,
words.
okay, so yes, we messing it up. All right. Anyway, so as we head into the Charlotte Roval today, we do have a hot seat. I'm for sure that is Eric. He's also looking to dominate this race and probably take some points away from key drivers. Yeah, and McCard is also doing it too. So them two are looking to take points away from the enemy drivers and give some to their teammates possibly. But as we get into the Charlotte Roval, what do y'all expect coming here, especially knowing that it's a great track to be at for road courses.
Go ahead, Kluka. Oh, okay. Well, I expect it to be pure chaos because we haven't done a lot of road courses. I think we did one, and it was Sonoma earlier in the season for the Truck Series, and it was pretty tame because it was all spread out as 100%er. It was very tame for what we've seen in the league so far this season. But it's going to be hectic. This is the regular season finale. It is a big one for Eric's Moose, Ty Racing, those guys. They're going to be giving it their all. They really want to get into this. They want to get into this playoffs for season 5, and I think you're going to see Eric is going to be up there. He's fast at every road course we go to. McCard is going to be fast. He is obviously a Xfinity driver, so you're going to see those guys up there. But don't count out Sikkim. Dude is a menace on road courses on other games, so I look forward to seeing him up there.
Well, I mean, it's all up to what can Sikkim do, especially knowing that the first place is not really a thing that he can get no more now since the season is already ended for Captain Jack as he won our regular season champion and he would get 10 extra playoff points I'm for sure for the start of the playoffs which would start the chase. But I mean, with the cutoff line, that's another thing we was going to get into. There's a cutoff line, and there's also wild cards that can also be mixed up. For sure, we have Drunk Fest. He is a winner. I forgot where he won, but he is a winner, and he is
On
behind Shake and
Charlotte,
Bake. Yeah, in Charlotte, and he's close to. I'm for sure shaking points. Crab is starting to fall back a lot, so hopefully he's able to keep some ground against Drunkfest. I'm for sure if Drunkfest gets a really good points day, I think he might pass both possibly, but he can only pass one. I'm for sure. I'm for sure probably Shake can get past Crab now, but who is y'all winners for today's race?
I'm gonna stick with my gut here. I'm gonna go Sikkim. I think he's gonna have the speed. He's gonna be up there with Eric, and I think he wins.
Captain is not racing. He won the regular season championship. Kluka, you gonna say anything? All right, okay, making sure. For me, I have no. I didn't hear you. I didn't because you sound really quiet at that time. So, for me, you're good. You're good. For me, I have Eric. I'm for sure a lot of people choose him, to be up into the front as we able to join. Oh yeah, and we're also doing. Thank you, Clue, for bringing that up. I almost forgot that we are also doing. Okay, we're also doing radio style broadcast. Eric is qualifying 12th, and Shake and Bake is in first.
That's not a surprising one either. Shake has been fast everywhere. It took him a little while to get reacclimated to his truck, but he's back and he's ready to contend.
workout from both our perspective and the driver's perspective, so stick around. Yeah, fun race to watch. Just about to be going green here.
Yep, and here we go. As we have, wait, let me check it out. Go ahead, talk. Okay, I mean, look at what is Shake doing already. He is already pulling out from the rest of the pack right now. He is driving really good with also for sure the 26. Also in second place, great job by him. Here comes Sikkim with King Henry coming around as they're the top four. Shake is already, I'm for sure, second out to the lead. Great job by him right now as I'm going to send it off to Jim.
Yep, it's Shake with a good 7-car length lead over McCard up there in second. He's made his way up there. Third is Sikkim. He's about the same distance as, maybe a little bit closer than McCard is to the two of Shake and Bake. But right now, everyone's starting to single back out. Not a lot of racing going on, guys. They're starting to be a little bit calm here.
Yes, as they get right back into the turns. We still have Shake pulling away, but here comes Sikkim out into the second place position with McCard right behind him as they switch their little spots. I mean, it's all up to the consistency, and we're seeing it a lot coming out of Sikkim. So send it back to Jim.
Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, that's your top four right now. Sikkim's starting to track down the two of Shake and Bake just a little bit. He has been practicing. He talked to me about it a little while ago. It looked like something happened to tire racing back there in P5. He fell back a little bit. And there's some good racing going on here at the back of the pack as I'm going to hand this back over to Kluka.
Yes, as here comes Shake as he's going right back around. And it looks like Sikkim is actually catching up to Shake. It's a great drive by him right now in that stage one. Did they run 100% or no? Okay, so 50 laps here. He has plenty of time, especially because their stages too. This time is stages. Last time it was no stages. So hopefully he's able to give Shake and Bake a little battle as they going through the turns.
A little bit of a Moose update back here. Eric's Moose, he is just entering the backstretch chicane. Shake and Bake already almost to the front stretch chicane right now. So Eric's Moose with a little bit of work to be done here.
And there, once again, we're seeing Sikkim right there up. They're battling with Shake. There are only two trucks right now pulling away, but we still have McCart right there in the distance as he's looking around too. there's two drivers fighting for this stage win. Shake and Bake for sure he's going to lock himself in for the playoffs. So he was already saying that he was ready for this race as we go back to Jim.
Shake and Bake, one of the most talented drivers in the series, versus Sikkim, who is a newcomer. 2 seasons ago, he came into the series, and this is his first real season in the Truck Series. And right now, he's showing why he is a road course driver to contend with. He is all over Shake and Bake's bumper.
Yes, it's now Shake and Bake. Now back in second place, it looked like Sikkim put in the laps as he was doing that earlier. Put in the laps, tried his hardest right there to get into the lead, and now he's leading it. So hopefully he can probably bring home a stage point that will really help him out in the playoffs. Any point matters in the playoffs, especially for the chase format. But as they head back to the turns.
And mostly single file throughout the field. Looks like we might have one retiree here on pit road right in front of me. That is HMS fan. So I think he might be out of the race. He has a lot of damage. So yeah, I think he's out of it. And other than that, pretty clear pit road.
Driving by him, he's been trying his best, and I mean it's paying off here. He's able to win this stage even with this gap, and it'd be really great for him as Shake hits that wall. Yup, he's falling off a lot. Here comes McCard. I'm sure probably will pull up just a bit, but not that much. Still gonna be a second behind, but yeah, Sikkim is falling out to a great lead. It's just all up to him if he can hold on to it, not lose it.
Sikkim tracking through that backstretch chicane. Not much drama there. Shake and Bake, not much drama there. McCard, not much drama there. But 4th and 5th right now is a battle between two KBM trucks. Fire Slayer with a lot of pressure from the 51 of King Henry. He actually just passed King Henry. So he's going to assume that 5th position.
Been saying this, knowing him as an underrated driver for the trucks or possibly a person that can contend for a championship. It just matter about what can he do and can he keep the consistency of that. He's been able to keep all the 3rd in points and everything, actually 2nd in points and everything. So just hoping he can keep it up.
Ooh, big turtle bump right there for Sikkim. That might have been just on our screen, but he got some air time. Turned into an airplane there for a split second. Still looks like he's on track to win stage 1 here. Right now it's Ford, Chevy, Toyota, and Toyota in the top 5.
in a bit. Second pulled out to a very big lead, so hopefully he can keep it. Same thing like I'm always going to be saying. I'm going to look back. I'm trying to see about the 18 and the 51. They also have been bound without a lot, but the 51 seemed to fall back a lot. It's the 3 truck is starting to catch up.
A lot of drama that last lap between Sikkim hitting the turtles and getting airborne. You had A-Hack spin out on the front stretch chicane, and you had a bunch of drivers hit the wall coming out of the front stretch chicane. It seems like those tires are starting to wear down a little bit, and the handling is becoming an issue with these Ganner RV outdoor trucks.
Oh, shake chest.
Speaking of mishaps, King Henry with the penalty on the front stretch, guys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, with him with that penalty right there, it's going to fall back a lot. It's going to make him fall back to a lot of positions. They're going to move moving up. You know he need them positions too, so he can get into the playoffs. Sure, AMC went to pit. I'm searching through the whole field trying to see any trucks or any people that's up in that front. Eric is starting to move up there. I'm for sure he's in 5th. Great run by him. Crab is in the back stretch, and there comes 2nd.
Yeah, right now the field's spreading out so much that radio style is going to be hard to do. We don't know who to follow. We follow with the leader, but the action isn't with the leader. It's about back there in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th position. That's where your closest battles are. Ty Racing having an impressive run so far. I believe he is ahead of Eric Smoose and Drunk Fest and all those guys.
Yes, and I was looking at Ty Racing throughout the whole time. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to see what he was able to do. Sikkim is about to lap the 23, and for sure he went to pit. So hopefully he can get on lap once Sikkim and the rest start to hit the pit road. Y'all can update me on that, but I'll send it back to him.
There was a lot of front end damage on that 23 electric. He came down pit road. I imagine he must have had some sort of spin. So the 23 came down pit road, fixed the damage, and right now he is under threat from the race leader to get put down a lap. And if you look a little further up, you have another truck that could go a lap down. So this could really hurt Amtric. Yeah, Eric's been moving.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say. Yep, great job on Eric's part. Remember, he is one of the, I could say the road course, one of the good road course drivers now. We starting to see it, starting to see a lot of things coming out of Eric and starting to see that he can show out a lot on these road courses. Great drive by him right now in 4th place. Hopefully he's able to catch a car. Let's roll back. Oh, let's roll back over there. It's 2nd. There you go. Jump.
Yep. That last lap, another issue for another driver. He was a little buried back in the field, but Warmule had a spin, hit the wall, has a lot of front-end damage. It's a good thing these trucks are built for tough, because if they were not, you'd be out of the race with 13 minutes of damage. But luckily, he'll be able to come down pit road and fix that thing up for about 21 seconds. Won't have to worry about it again.
Yes, and looking around at this pack, well, not the pack, but looking around at these trucks, it's all spread out. Now it's just all up to the consistency. I'm for sure a lot of people have been able to do it. We've seen Sikkim. He was able to pull out a lot of consistent laps and was able to get away from Shake after Shake hitting that wall. The 51 hits pits. Looks like these trucks should be hitting pits soon.
Yeah, it looks like pit stops, pit cycle is open, pit window is open. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Pit window is open, and guys are starting to come down and get some tires. You have to be wondering, have these guys been using preset 9s? Because that will do a number on your right side and left side tires here at the Charlotte Roval.
Yeah, he's been able to show what he was able to do after one of the drivers left. We already know who that was, but after that moves up to second in points and now starting to show out why he is one of the good road course racers. Another one just like Eric. Eric popped up out of nowhere for sure for some people to say.
Speaking of Eric, right now he just got around McCarb for that third position. So move always Eric, our cup call down. He is up to the third position after starting 12th. Just getting around Amtrak right there. That's a lap down vehicle. So Eric on his way up. Yeah, I can back out if you want to just
yeah, I got it.
You know, take over. Okay.
It's okay. All right, here we go, y'all. We also have my two group members trying to figure out some technical difficulties. We have the 8 right now in the lead by a large margin. If you're just joining now, welcome to HPL, and we are at the Roval with King Henry about to get lapped after going to the pits. I'm for sure sick of bumping him a bit out the way, trying to tell him to get out the way right now, but Sikkim is probably pissed a little bit, so hopefully he's able to get past him, and there's nothing going on in between them. We also have second place driver McCard, as he is starting to get past now. I think Eric is now in second as McCard is starting to go back a lot. Let's see, let's check around. Checking around and seeing Eric. He is still behind Shake, so he's still in third. It's just McCard fell back to fifth. That's the problem right now. Eric is still behind Shake by a lot.
I'm back in.
Okay.
Oh, the 26 McCard! McCard out of NASCAR or into NASCAR turn 3. Big damage.
Yup, and that's going to make everybody gain a position. That's going to get Moose a position too.
It's still green flag right here, but the 45 and are they out of fuel? The 45 and 26 are both off the pace big time right here.
No, that's caution.
That's a caution. Okay, I don't know why one car was going so fast, but that might be the stage.
I think that's what I was thinking for a second. Great job by the.
Yeah. I sent you like 9. Okay. Well. Maybe they'll load in. I love NASCAR Heat 5. But if that is the stage, good stage win for Sikkim. I don't know if it was, because I have no way of telling. Yes, Eric's Moose. They're back through the Geico restart zone and back green. It is Sikkim out front. He's able to clear the 21. That is Moose. And there's contact back here, and everyone is getting out of sorts. They didn't wreck it, though. What a job saving it. McCart's going to get the worst end of that deal as guys keep slipping back through the field. I handed it off to Electric.
Yeah, man, I mean, look at that man in second place. Great job by my man's Moose right now. He's showing them that he is not a part of the clown zone, and he's right now in second, showing out for the peeps. I respect it a lot, but he got Fire Slayer right behind him, and Sikkim is also pulling away from him. Sikkim might have another stage win possibly, as now do we want to take over that full part?
Yeah, I can take over.
And I take, okay, there you go.
Back off to the backstretch chicane. It's giving guys fits on the bad tires, but right now everyone's on newer tires, and Sikkim is taking advantage. He is out by about 10 car lengths over the 21 of Eric's Moose. Eric's getting a lot of pressure from the 18, a little contact going into the front stretch chicane from Fire Slayer. They're going to keep it clean for now, and Moose is going to miss the corner. That's going to go off to, that's going to be Fire Slayer up to P2.
Yup, here we go. I think I can just do finish line and then let's cut it off. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, here we go. We got Fire Slayer, and we also got Shake right there on 2 and 3. Let's see what they're able to do to catch up to Sikkim, because he's been able to pull away from the whole field a lot. So great job by him. It's just all up to what can these drivers do to catch up to him and get these points that they need badly. This chase format is nothing to be played around with. Shake hits the wall, not very good for him. With the chase format only a week away, especially the playoffs, it's going to hit a lot of people different. It's just hoping that they've been able to bring in everything.
Up to 5th place. Don't look now. It's Drunk Fest. He's made his way. He made a very nice chicane right there. Made up a lot of time on Eric's Moose, but ThorSport's starting to find their way to the front in the form of Drunk Fest. He has a lot of pressure from the 10 of That's Terrorist. And it seems like things are starting to close up as these guys have these newer tires.
Oh, Moose in the wall. Oh, Shake around, but he's still alive. Back to 6th, 7th he go. Here comes Eric. Oh, what a move right there from Eric as he gets past the 2 and the 21. Have to keep scrolling right here. I hate having to do that. As we go back up to Fire Slayer and Sikkim. Right now, you know, Fire Slayer hate what he's seeing. The person right in front of him that is possibly taking away some playoff points. So hopefully he's able to drive as hard as he can to catch up to Sikkim. As you know, he's been dominating. I'm for sure him and Shake has been able to capture and hold stage 1. But heading into stage 2, we hope to see something different and a different driver. Eric might be the case. Maybe it might be Fire Slayer. But here we go.
Sikkim smooth through there once again, but Fire just a little bit smoother, nicer on the curves. He's going to make up a little more time. This is the first time we've really seen Sikkim get challenged here on the short run. And it is from someone nobody really saw coming, Fire Slayer. A lot of speed out of the 18 here on the short run in stage 2. Can he keep it up?
Oh, and Fire Slayer hits the wall, and that's going to get... Oh, and here comes... Oh, and they're wrecking! And the 3 are ran with the 99, but hopefully they get back to it. Here comes the 10, the 2, the 21, and who else? The 40. Great job. I don't know if that's the 40 or not, but great job on them catching up. And they're going to Shake sending it versus Terrence. As he knows he's faster, getting right past them. He's smarter. Here we go. I'm trying to look back at Sikkim and Fire, and it looks like Sikkim is still pulling away from Fire. So hopefully he's able to crown this 2nd place, and hopefully the 3 of them cannot catch up to him. But from right what I'm seeing, they are hunting him down right now.
That mistake from Fire really did cost him about 20 car lengths right there. He was in the tire tracks to Sikkim. Right now, he is in a bit of a deficit. He's going to have to get back into a groove and work. But as stage 1 ended, we had a lot of engine failures. It looks like King Henry, AHAC, Crab, all these guys, they are finished with this race, as we might have a wreck here in the backstretch chicane.
Oh, that's the 26 car slowing up a lot. Sadly, it's a bad day right now for him, as we've seen him heading into turn 3. He hit the wall. That gave him a lot of damage. Plus, he had the pit, I'm for sure, so he's going through it emotionally right now, for sure. He's just hoping for tomorrow for Xfinity Day to happen. Looking back at these drivers, trying to see who can catch up to Fire and possibly be able to catch up to Sikkim off of his great performance. I am seeing a lot coming from Eric, but he spun him in drunk pit spin, so hopefully they're able to catch back up with the time that they lost. I'll send it back to you.
Still looking for a stream. Doesn't look like we're going to have one tonight. 100%er, that's going to be brutal. But right now, Sickham's still out front, still leading very well. That is obviously a Ford, followed by a Toyota. Back there, that's Shake and Bake. That's a Chevy. A lot of disparity here in the field. A lot of talent disparity. But these guys are tracking their best at one of the most difficult racetracks on the schedule.
I'm for sure he's not worried about the people behind him. He's just in this test scheme car, he's just hoping for the best right now and hoping no cautions or anything to pull out and get him really pissed off. I mean, there's a lot of people who expected, they expect a caution to come out soon from some driver or from somebody, because it's always expected here at the Roval. We've seen it in real life, and we can definitely see it here in E5. With the 99 and the 21 and the 2 all in front of Eric, I don't know what your opinions possibly could be on it, but what do you possibly see coming from that 3?
That 3 has been pushed back quite a bit. He's been in a couple wrecks. He started at the rear of this race, if you remember that. He has had an adventurous Charlotte Roval here in the Truck Series, but he has held on. He is still right there in the Tire Tracks, Drunk Fest, and Eric's Moose. Those are 2 spots he can take to get himself into the top 5, and he has the speed. You can see the speed as he closes it in on both of them. He's going to go 2 for 1 here. What a move from the 3 of Always Eric.
Couldn't even. Oh, well. Yeah. Eric, once again, making some great moves. Moves up to 4th, I'm for sure, possibly. That was not a course penalty somehow. I thought it was. But the game, it seems a little uneven sometimes with the penalties. I don't know, sometimes they like to throw them out, but then they stop sometimes. So it's a little weird, but people can still get down with this race. We still see the man Eric making moves, and it's great moves from him in 4th place. For sure, with Eric's move only falling down 1, you know he still needs points. Dank could not race today, so I'm for sure he's out of the playoffs now. Sad to say that for a teammate, but it's just how it is. The stuff that he had to go through today.
Remember, it was a 9-point deficit for Moose in that 21 truck. We weren't sure if Dank was going to be able to race tonight. He had technical difficulties, was not able to. That does eliminate him from the playoffs, and it moves Eric's up into the playoffs. But right now, he just needs to accumulate the most points. If he can get stage points, that would be great. If he could get a playoff point for winning a stage, that would be even better. So right now, the whole game plan changes for Eric's Moose. He's trying to win these things, stages and the race.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, Eric, he wants to win something. He hits, remember, we seen it at Cup, we seen him win at Michigan, we seen him win at Sonoma. That was dominating fashion with no stages. Then he comes here, he's starting in last. No Chase Elliott, but he's been able to follow up and start. He already coming up into 4th place. It's a great drive from him and hopefully he's able to do more and show us more. As people head into the pit, it was the 16, the 88, and the 10. Look like people need to do a little bit of a pit stop here. So seeing great things out of these drivers.
And not quite sure if this is repairs for damage. Sometimes if you have yellow bumpers, that can hurt the speed and your lap times, and it can add up over these 100% races if you have a little bit of damage.
Oh my God, he is going off right now. Sorry.
Yeah, he's tracking down everybody, and he's one of our more talented road course racers. He'll admit to you he is no joker, he is no fist buster, but man does he have speed on these places, and we haven't really seen it in the truck series, but right now he's showing.
Yeah, Jim, on my screen he hit like the turtle. He flew up on the track and then he moved away.
That's what Sikkim did a little earlier. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's why
like they turned to airplanes for a second.
Yeah, they was definitely flying for sure, because I did not expect that from the 3 truck pulling off a rocket ship move. Never thought you ever see something like that in NASCAR.
These heavy trucks, man, they just fly up.
Yeah, bro, Transformers, that's number 1 on my list. That's what I'm seeing from these trucks. Man, I don't know what to say. Sikkim, right? He's still in that lead. I want to see him win now. I mean, we all been longing for him to win a race, and we all wanted him to win a race. So.
He's had so many chances this season, so much speed, and we weren't even quite sure if he was going to make a full season appearance in the Truck Series. Right now, second in points off of pure points and leading this race. He is looking really good, really poised going into the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, Sikkim, like I said before, earlier, that chase format, it means a lot. Even if they win, they lock in to the Final Four. That's also a little bit of a twist of what we did for this season. A chase format mixed with the format that we have in real life. I'm for sure some people love it, some people don't. I mean, that's always going to happen in between these playoff brackets. Some people going to hate it, some people are going to like it. It's all up to what can they do when they're on the track and what are their talents to show off for. And Sikkim is definitely showing out right now.
The feel of Moose's truck right now has gone away, ladies and gentlemen. He is struggling with grip, and one guy's misfortune is another guy's fortune, because the 99 has found speed. He's pulling away from Ty Racing here out of NASCAR Turn 2, and he's cruising. He's very far behind Shake and Bake and always Eric, but he is finding some speed finally here on the long run.
And I think that was the stage, because great job to Sikkim to win another stage again. So let's see if that really was. I'm pretty sure that was the stage. We're trying to look at Ty Racing, and then as they come across the finish line,
they're going to get there.
Yup.
Nope. Wasn't able to.
Okay.
That is how spread out this field is. It is, Sikkim's putting on a clinic. Let's just say that.
I think the feature matchup should have been changed with Sikkim going to win the stage, because that man won 2 stages, 2 playoff points.
Looked like Shake and Bake was starting to finally gain a little time on Fire Slayer, but not enough to get second there. Fire Slayer able to hold off.
We seeing great things out of these drivers, but Sikkim, we haven't been talking about him often in these races, but when it comes to road courses, you start to see him shine out like a star. And I mean, he's starting to do it here, and it's just great driving from him. And as we speaking of him, I think he had a commentator curses. The 10 and 3rd and the 10 and the 88 are now in the lead.
Gold.
I mean, there comes the 10 and 88. Hopefully they don't mess up anything. And everything's smooth riding, but not the 3 wide of way back to 2. They're still messing up back there. The 88 pumps him a bit. Sikkim gets in the grass. The 10 is there. The 18 messing up. Oh, they're wrecking! Here comes the 18 around.
Oh
3
no.
wide. Oh,
It's not going to be a
they're
caution. I don't think.
the 21 in the grass.
I don't think we have
Oh,
cautions on. I think it's only manuals.
oh my God, man, the 10 is still in the lead. Terrorist, he was trying to lead that lap and more. He's going to move out of Sickham's way. Here comes Eric, the undefeated man right now in trucks for road courses when he shows up.
Put Sikkim back to the lead. He was able to get around Terrorist. And they are getting close back there. It looks like some people might have went off. Ty Racing and Eric Smooth both off the racetrack. Don't know if it gave them a penalty, but they are way back here now as this whole track position battle has completely changed the complexion of this race.
Oh my God, man, if you seen how Eric sent that man Terrorist, you would think he was trying to give him a pull to the gas station. Man, that was a pull. Right there, here comes Shakey's. He hits the wall. Not good for him. Sikkim is pulling away once again in the last stage. We don't want to see that right now from Eric and Shake. They want to get them extra points, buddy. But man, right there, Terror's holding him up as he backs off. Here comes Trunk Fest. Another man that we ain't supposed to see, but man, he know how to sneak up on people for sure. And we had that 3 right now in second. Shake is bumping the mess out of that 3. He's making sure he knows he's there. He's not letting up on you. We see a lot coming out of these trucks, but we also see a lot of aggressiveness now as we definitely see that in the first part of the stage.
This is what you came to see, folks. It's the 3 versus the 8. Looks like Eric has finally cleared for that second position after starting at the tail end of the field. Now it's just him versus Sikkim. Who is the best out of these two? It's a cup driver versus second in points for the truck series. Who's going to get it done?
Yeah, I mean, there goes Eric once again. He's trying to gain time on Sikkim. It's not really working out for him, but hopefully he's able to stay on it and keep on consistent laps. As you also have a person who really loves this track, and that man is Shake. He's right now in 3rd place. Haven't been having the greatest race, I'm for sure. He's been able to have great moments, but he messes up a lot, which seems to knock off the great performance. But hopefully, I mean, in 3rd place, I mean, it would be a great finish to be in, but I'm for sure he wants that win. As we have the 3 right now, still out by, I say, a second against 2.5 versus Sikkim. I mean, it's the consistency that Sikkim was able to put up with him.
Sikkim is pretty far gone right now. He's got to do that weird glitch. That's not actually a thing, but he did cut the course right there. That's a penalty on Sikkim. Sikkim is stuck on the bottom of the racetrack. All of this track position going away. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. That's 4th back there. Sikkim with a colossal mistake here at the Charlotte Roval in stage 3. Can he make it back up? It puts Eric to the point with a lot of pressure from Shake and Bake right behind him.
Yo, man, I mean, the commentators curse me real sometimes, and man, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go,
15 crashed on the front stretch, King.
Ooh, that's not good for him. The 8 right now. Now we're trying to see him trying to catch up to the 3 and the 2. I mean, he's been able to do it. I mean, it's just all up to the consistent laps he has to put up once again to get in the lead. Costly mistakes cannot, it won't help him right now. He needs a win in order to get more get more points, and you need that badly, but now they're starting to fall off a lot. Hopefully he's able to get past Drunk Fest and Mars, now being into a little bit of a tight pack of a car, Drunk and Terrence.
Dominant race gone wrong so far, but he is the fastest truck on the racetrack. That's indisputable. He's been the fastest. He doesn't want this one to slip away, but right now what could really help him is the 3 and the 2 are in each other's draft. Will Shake and Bake try to make a move? That could give just enough time if these guys can get side by side where they will shave off enough lap time and allow the 8 back into this battle. But right now, Sikkim is looking at an uphill battle.
Yup, there we go. They're going there is not a good time to go. The 99 around and the 26 and some other cars will be collected too. Actually, trucks. That's not good. But Sikkim, he's back to the point. 3rd place. I'm for sure the 10 and the 99 both taking it too wide in that turn. I mean, we've seen it in real life too. You cannot take that turn too wide. Somebody is going to die or somebody is going to wreck. And it won't be pretty. But Sikkim forced his way through, and now he's able to get out into the front, well, in front of them. But hopefully he's able to catch up to that 2 in the...
They are far out front. They're electric. But the silver lining for Sikkim is no damage on this race truck. He did not damage it when he went on the turtle. This game doesn't do that to you. And the only thing he lost was track position. He lost it because of that penalty. No damage on it. He still got the same speed as he had from stage 1 and stage 2, but it is a lot. And I mean, basically NASCAR 3 and 4 amount of track position that he has to make up on 2 really fast trucks already in Eric and Shake.
Oh my God, man. Eric and Shake just hit the mess out of that wall. I think that's a caution.
Not seeing one right now. Back of the field. H-Wicks and McCart are still racing pretty hard.
Oh.
No, they're slow. It's a manual.
It's a manual. Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. Sorry.
Yeah, I was...
yeah, because I
didn't know either.
No...
Talk about a race-saving caution. This might have just saved Sikkim's chance to win. Because they were so far out front. 3 and the 2 were. First caution for cause here in Concord, North Carolina. Eric was able to take advantage of the mistake from the dominant race truck all race long in Sikkim. So was Shake and Bake. They were able to take 1 and 2. But now, Sikkim was able to make it back up to 3rd. And he is going to have another shot at a manual restart. Wondering how many people come down pit road.
Yeah, I mean, with this, it helps out Sikkim once again. Like I'm so about to say again, it helps him out because he lost, like you said, when that man got that penalty. I know that broke his heart, and I know he wanted to slam his wheel and probably throw it across the room, probably out that window. But I'm for sure he's now calm and he's now able to breathe, knowing that there is a manual caution. It brings everybody back together. That is one wrong thing that it can do for him, but it helps him out, but also bringing him down probably a tiny bit because there's trucks and everybody around him that might bump him up the track. It might wreck him. We just hope the best out of these drivers.
Think of all the speed that got brought back into the equation. We saw Fire Slayer early stage 2 very fast. He's going to be back in this thing. And McCard, he had speed in stage 1. He will be back in this thing. All of these guys, Drunk Fest, we saw a little speed out of him at the end of those stages. He's going to have a little more time to make up. He's at the tail end of this. But everybody's back in the equation.
Yeah, so now they're all heading into the pits. We might see a wreck on pits, And no, we won't. We won't see, okay. We won't see no wrecks on pits this time.
In reality, the 23 just killed the right front tire changer for Fire Slayer. Just absolutely murdered him. The dude is now just crying in pain there on the box. So that's gonna be a penalty.
The 2 Shake gets out before the 3. The 10 gets out before the 8. Whoa, that's gonna switch up some spots now. Is it shoes? Shoes call?
I do not believe it's shoes cone at road courses. I believe it is just line up inside outside.
Gotcha. That's what I was thinking. I thought it was, but if it's not, that's okay.
Now I'm not sure what they decide is the inside. We have a little weird that front shed chicane. In reality, what they do is they go through that, but we can't do that in this game. That gives you a penalty. So I don't know how these guys are going to line up and decide what's inside outside. That's up for race control and Joker to decide tonight. But that's going to play a big factor here, seeing where these guys can line up, because I would want to be left-hand side. That's just where I would want to be. I don't know where the leader gets to line up. I don't know where second place and so on.
I still want to know if it's a choose code, because I'm trying to see which lanes that they're going to pick, because there's certain shortcuts you could probably take going through picking these picking these lanes. I don't know why I said cones, but picking these lanes out. And it looks like Eric, yup, and there's no choose code. Everybody's going to pick that. People who are all going to stay in their positions. I don't know if that's going to help out Sigma at all, having terrorists under him. And I don't know where's that restart line at, so...
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, and that's also another thing. Where is the restart zone? Is it
well,
right
it is there on the right. You're going to see it there on the right, but guess what? It's blocked off. So good luck going through the restart zone. Here they go.
What an awful restart from Eric. I mean, it's understandable, man. Oh, 3 wide.
The 8. I think that might be a penalty. I hate saying it, but he did change lanes.
Actually, I don't know if you know what? Yeah, because the way
how can you?
shaped.
He has a full-on, like, he can argue this, right? Because there's no way you go too wide through there and actually maintain lanes. It's not made for that.
Yeah, it's not. So, I mean, it's a... You can't really say it's a penalty, if anything. But if it is, it's arguable that it's not. So, I mean...
I'd be arguing like crazy if I were on that 8 pit box and I got a penalty right here.
Yeah, me too. I would definitely do the same thing. It's just, it's questionable for him now. I would do the same thing and argue it out, though. Go ahead,
Jake, man, I wish Code Red were here. One of the best commentators, but right now, Shake and Bake, he's out to the lead. Not quite sure what happened to Eric. He's now 3rd. He is behind Sikkim, and that is a huge race development because those are arguably the 2 fastest trucks on the racetrack. As we have a slow truck here in turn 3, that's Drunk Fest. Completely off course.
Yeah, and Eric slams Sikkim in the wall. McCard too. McCard hits the wall. He's going to hit Sikkim. Oh my God! He said, "Oh, here comes terrorists! Oh, terrorists are being the terrorists right now. Watch out! Oh, he ain't going Sikkim right there, hanging on in 5th place now. He was just in 3rd, I'm for sure, in 2nd, and now he's sending terrorists. I'm for sure that's equal between them two. Oh, and he wrecks out. Oh my God! Yeah, that's a lot of. Yup, that's a lot of damage. As the 40 also wrecks, he just kills Fire Slayer. Oh my God! I don't know if you've seen that. He just
yeah, I saw it.
Okay, making sure. And as we go back to you, Chip.
Sikkim is driving angry right now. He's been thrown out of the way by a bunch of different drivers, and Fire Slayer is going to miss the backstretch chicane. I think he was trying to get to the back of the 8 right there. As here we go, 3 wide, now back down to 2 wide. It's Moose versus Sikkim. Sikkim trying to take that position and make the track position back up, but it's going to be a tall task as the 2, Shake and Bake, is far out from him.
Yeah, I mean, now we see, and now it's the top 3 is not the top 3 no more. It's a little bit different. It's just without Sikkim. Now it's McCarr, Shake, and Eric with the top 3 rounding out. Scrolling back here, it's different. I'm surprised that wasn't a manual for how many trucks that just wrecked, but
yeah.
Man, it was for sure 3 or 4 cars that, not cars, but trucks that did wreck. I don't know that is a question mark, because Drunk Fest is behind him in points, but he can also
he's off the track. Drunk Fest no longer is turning laps.
Oh, so yeah, it looks like Crab is locked into the playoffs, and laps that's going to try to make it unless it's points. And it's tie racing versus Moose. I'm not going to say nothing about that.
Yeah, Ty Racing just got, remember the 45 that was turned around? That was Ty Racing. So that was a big drop in points for him. He lost about 5 positions out of that because he was backwards on the racetrack out of turn 8. Right now he is trying to make that time all back up. But let's give a shout out to McCard there. McCard has made his way back up to P3, and GMS is looking really strong with first and third under wraps. Eric there in second, holding serve. But he's not really making up too much time there on Shake and Bake. Shake is starting to finally find his rhythm here in the medium to long run.
It's really starting to feel a little bit more sad now because like he had a chance to win and then you lose it all.
I feel really bad for Sikkim.
Yeah, you go through it. You see Shake right now in the league with Eric.
When he put that 18 in the wall, that was not. I mean, I don't think he had anything against fire. I think that was frustration that, hey, I've led all the laps in this race pretty much so far. Won both stages, one pole, or did he win pole? He might have got second.
Shake and Bake.
Shake and Bake won pole. So it's not going to be a clean sweep. It might not even be a race win tonight for Sikkim. But man, what an effort from him. He put it all out there and showing why he could even be a Cup Series guy that would challenge Joker and Heredia, I think, if you really put him on there for road courses.
Yeah. Man, I know it hurts his heart. I know it do. Shake right now.
Ty Racing to pit road, by the way. Ty Racing, pit road.
Yep. And that's another truck. I don't know if they can make it all the way. I'm for sure they probably can. But since he was pitting, I do not know at all right now. So if Shake is still out to a second or so, about more than a second, coming out more than a second over Eric, it would look like he could possibly win now.
Just looking through the field right now, Eric is kind of getting tracked down. It's crazy to say. McCard has not lost any ground on the 3. He's still right there. He kind of lost a little ground there on exit. Eric had a better exit of the backstretch chicane. Right now, McCard is impressing me, and he's looking like a contender.
Yes, and McCard has also been another one that's been able to put up laps. He's been able to show out a lot now since he's in third. Hot seating for GMS. Been a great job by him right now in this race. Like I said earlier, for sure, I said he messed up a lot, just like Shake. But they also know how to turn it around into a positive and learn from their mistakes. They pick up the pieces, and with the caution that happened, it really did help him out a lot. Now being in third place, and now Eric is that ball as they going to build the lead for Shake.
I think I might have telepathically jinxed the 3 because I was thinking to myself, hey, he's starting to finally make up some ground on Shake and Bake. But right now, after that contact, all it takes is a little tap to that wall into NASCAR turn 1, because that will stall your momentum all the way until you get to the backstretch chicane. And right there you saw it on full display. Eric lost a lot of time on Shake and Bake.
Well, with Eric right now hopefully he's able to catch up to Shake to see if he can try to make a move for the win. Shake with the lead, we know he needs the playoff points. Well, I mean, not that much because he's already a great driver that's been able to pull out, I say, 50 points each race, 50 plus points each race. I mean, with the consistency he's able to keep up, I don't think it's no way he could ever just Eric his quality. I don't think you can ever knock him out of the top 4 trucks.
Backstretch, shake and bake, just looking to stay as smooth as he can. Trying to see if that Ferrari has gained any. No, he hasn't. Actually, McCart is back only a couple tenths behind Eric, so it's kind of just a kind of like a rubber banding effect right there between the 3, the 2, and the 26. It seems like a lot of mistakes are being made, and that's making for inconsistent lap times among at least second and third.
He's trying his best to get through these turns, and it's hurting him a lot. I know he's probably another driver that was like, I could have had the win. I think I had the pace to pull off something, but it's just how the way racing works now. So it's a hurtful thing for some drivers, because this, with everything happening in this race, this is the final race for the regular season, so no momentum carrying in for some of these playoff drivers, and probably a lot carrying in, like Shane, probably a lot of things carrying in for him.
Ooh, loose under braking right there, able to corral it back into shape. Good save there from Shake. But I just wanted to give a shout out. We haven't really interacted at all with the YouTube comments. Battle for top 5, Alex, Heredia says. Drunk said he quit, and the Soaps, glad you have tuned in as well. You are watching the Hennessy Performance Racing League here on YouTube.
Yes, let me finish that. Hennessy Performance Racing. And with the final laps, I'm for sure coming down to the end. I don't know if it is, but I'm for sure it probably is the final lap. So with the final laps coming down, we do not know when is the last flag, but we would probably know by the driver probably doing cartwheels or probably doing any gymnastics around the turns. Shake and bake, he had a great race overall. He's been able to show people why he loves this track and why he's been able to dominate and win 2 championships in the Cup Series. So great job overall to him.
Clay in the chat asking if there are any concussions so far. If you look around at all the trucks, they all have damage, but reminder, this is the Truck Series. This is not next-gen cars. This is not the terrible rear design for safety innovation for those next-gen cars. So all the drivers are safe so far. Some of them have bruised egos, but no injuries so far. We did have we had a couple of them go airborne. I'm sure that hurt their butts as they landed back on the ground. But other than that, no, they're all good.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say, because I'm still going through the emotions, as only JoJo really knows the emotions that I'm going through right now. Sadly, Shake and still in the lead.
I have an idea.
You can ask him, and you would know why I'm feeling a lot hurt right now. You can understand. Yeah, Shake once again in that lead, man. He's been able to pull away from the pack and been able to do some great things.
Looking through the field, trying to find this top 5 battle. It might be H-Wix, Eris Moose, and Captain Dead Dad. This might be the battle for 5th. I've kind of forgot any sort of
positions.
Yeah, I don't know who's where. I know that right now Shake and Bake has just crossed the start-finish line. Don't know how many laps to go, but he is in the lead by a good 2 seconds. Eric in second, and third is still Card 88 fan.
Yup, and I'm for sure I'm gonna check back and try to see, but if it's not the same, I think seconds.
Yes, the battle for 5th is between the 16, the 88,
Okay, let me scroll through and let me check that out
Not much of a battle. It's more just the
because
trucks are
separation.
closer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
understandable.
not much
And
separation.
yes, because the way how spread out this pack is right now, the way how the racing is, for sure, people just hoping for it to be over.
Shake and Bake still nice and smooth through that chicane as he's been most of the night. Other than the times he's been jumping the curves, it's been a very clean race from the GMS star driver, two-time champion, Shake and Bake. Just looking to bring this one home if he can.
Yup, I mean, that's all he wants to do, especially when it comes down to this. He wants to bring it home and not cause another penalty like he did earlier in the race. He just wants to drive smoothly, hit your gears, hit your times, and bring home another solid win for the truck team. Um, I mean, he came in here late. They told him you need to win to make the playoffs. He did it. Then you need another win because an AK won. You need another win and got it there. And you don't even need another win here. But since it's my favorite track, I'm gonna go out and try my best. And he capitalizes on mistakes. You win pole. You didn't win stage 1 or 2, but you still was able to get a lot of solid points.
Sikkim, Shake and Bake, those guys did practice before the race. And you said that Shake liked this track. I would have to say, not in a truck. He was all complaints. Not anymore. I doubt he has any complaints anymore. But in practice, he was not happy with the handling of his truck. And I think he's figured it out because he is still well ahead. Always Eric.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I heard from him. So that's why I was saying he likes the. No, that's what I'm saying. He likes the track because he said it himself. He likes the Roval. He loves racing here. He loves how he's able to pull out great finishes and been able to show what he can do here. That's why I feel like that is his best track. Well, I don't know if it's his best track, but it is his favorite track. So that's what I heard from his words. And as he did pull away from Eric for sure, 5+ probably seconds. So I'm guessing away from
Yeah.
Eric. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's not really nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I guess right now, big shout out there after Sikkim is the battle for fifth. That is Captain Dead Dad. That is H-Wicks. Right now, Captain Dead Dad, he does not like road courses at all. But with the truck, he's been not leading any laps here, but he has been respectable. And he's going to gain a lot of stage points. They aren't going to really matter. Only stage wins would matter at this point, but that 16 truck, he's getting himself on camera. He's doing a good job tonight.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's a lot for Captain because the 23 got a penalty. Stop no track.
26. That might have been the race.
That was the race. Great job to Shake winning here at the Charlotte Roval. Great win. Sadly, we didn't see you cross that finish line. We didn't know the lap. Sorry to tell you. I'm sure he's going to watch this over and get pissed at both of us. But sorry that we could not see you cross the finish line. Great job on your finish. And hope the best for you going into the playoffs. You and the rest of these truck drivers.
That was an impressive showing from a lot of these guys. I mean, you look at the top 3 right here. You look at the top 4. I gotta include Sikkim because he was dominant in stages 1 and 2. But Shake and Bake won pole. He had speed and he found the long run speed. He discovered it because in stage 1 it didn't look like he was in that rhythm yet. It didn't look like he was ready to start dominating the race. But he found his long run pace. Eric came all the way from the rear of the field. and he put himself in a position to win that race. So good job on all those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, with now the regular season closing out, man, we are heading into Sikkim has the fastest lap. I feel like I know he's pissed off now a lot. If having fastest lap and everything, but I feel like now this is where you need to really focus. Now you're heading into the playoffs. First track, my mind went blank as soon as I said the first track because I forgot it. But
Same.
can you invite the people up to the
I shall.
booth?
Yep, that's what I'm doing now.
Let me see. I forgot. I gotta see.
Shake and bake. Always Eric.
Sound
Part
like
of the Always clan that is
sound like you're yelling.
not real.
Sound like you yelling out to grab your Pokemon card. I choose you, Shake. No.
What a
Welcome,
wild,
Shake.
wild race. So,
Oh, that's real.
Then we gonna wait for the rest.
where's Kluka?
That's a great question. He had technical difficulties with his internet and left us at the middle of stage one.
That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, we appreciate him hopping in the booth. Kluka, if you're watching, thank you for, making the graphic and everything for radio style broadcast. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, he sadly had. I think he had technical difficulties. Welcome, Makar. Yeah, I feel like he had technical. I feel like he had technical difficulties, so that's why he couldn't be up here with us in the booth. We're still waiting for one more truck. We need to get
Oh, are we?
Eric.
Eric's here.
Eric's here.
Yes, sir.
No, he's not. Oh, there he is.
What? Yeah, he
Man, I
was.
am losing it. Man, I am losing it. Eric,
That track me messed you up.
God, bro, cross country kills me. All right,
Oh
Eric,
yeah.
hello. I didn't hear him. That's why.
Hello.
All right, as now we got all three up into the booth. Jim, you already know I do my stuff last. Go ahead.
Yep. So Eric, I believe you got second place tonight.
I did.
So I'm not sure why we're interviewing you first, but that's fine. So I know it wasn't a win, but you put on a show tonight. You came from 12th. You started at the rear. Did you even qualify for that race?
I did.
You did. Okay. But you came back from 12th. You worked your way all the way up. You fought your way up. I mean, it was a dogfight between a bunch of those guys. How did it feel getting through some of the Truck Series stiffest competition?
All I can say is there's really no respect in the Truck Series field.
Well, it's the same in the Cup and Xfinity Series, buddy. So
Well,
welcome.
It's worse in trucks.
I gotta say, I think you did a majority clean job getting through the field. I think there were some times where you might have put the bumper to some people, but that had to be a little bit of frustration from the lack of respect they were showing you, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Towards the end of the race, I had a cramp in my foot, like I mentioned in the Discord. That really hurt. I couldn't concentrate with that. That's why I was losing so much time with like 10 laps to go. It was so bad.
Yeah, I get you, buddy. But good job tonight. Not the win you were looking for, but you made your team proud, and good job.
Thanks.
Electric. Any questions for second
You
place?
know I asked everybody last. You go ahead.
How does that work? Okay,
Because
whatever.
go ahead.
Yeah, I will go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry, Eric. Just stand there. Just stand there awkwardly in the corner as I ask the other people what they want to the questions I need to ask them. But I guess we'll move on to third. That was McCard88 fan, driver of the number. What is it in the Xfinity series? Are you the one? No,
He's the
that's
9.
Jamie. The 9. Okay,
Messing up my
so you're the
man's
Noah
number.
Gragson machine. You took your call down for the Roval tonight. Any Any regrets on that, or do you love this place? Yeah, you did put on a show. We saw at one point in stage two, it looked like you were dropping through the field just a little bit, but you found the speed again. You found the track position, probably more importantly, to get out there in clean air and finally put some distance on the guys behind you, so it wasn't much of a game of punt anymore. But kind of go through what happened there in stage two, because I think you did get spun around. Yeah, nothing you could do except come back through the field and get third, right? uh,
What? We won.
Yeah, for a road course, it looks pretty. I mean, there were moments. Some of those cautions, that manual caution was just straight up chaos. I mean, we weren't quite sure how it was going to work between going inside and outside, who was going to get first, second, third, fourth, whatever, where they were going to line up. But because it's not like real NASCAR, you can't go through there and do a real restart. You have to go through the chicane. It looked really, really weird. Yeah, nobody is. That's just a very weird thing that the game makes you do. But anyways, congrats on your third place, and I will see you. I'll probably be watching the broadcast. I'll see you at where, Talladega. That's another
Yes,
big one that you like.
Talladega.
So there you go. Go Vols. Oh, don't even worry about it. But anyways, on to race winner Shake and Bake. Shake. This is starting to look a little familiar from the last couple of seasons. You're starting to hit that groove. How did that one feel tonight?
It felt really good. I would have liked to battle Sikkim. Me and Eric had a good battle, and I don't even know for the before the manual came out. But it was good. It was endurance race, but it was fun.
Now, I heard you a little earlier. I heard you in the party. You did not sound like you enjoyed these trucks. Electric told me you love the Roval, but you did not like the trucks at the Roval. You were getting a little fed up. What was it that you found in that truck, if you're willing to tell me, that you found in that truck that made it more enjoyable and got you the win tonight?
Yeah, I genuinely hate the trucks at the Roval with a passion. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I didn't really find anything better. I just tried to stay as consistent as possible, and just run it out. I mean, I'm about wrecking every corner, so I mean, like I said, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta love those dirt
You don't
tracking
gotta like
races.
the trucks, or what I usually say is you don't gotta like the track to win at it. But I don't like the trucks at the Roval, but I finally got the win, so I'm happy about it.
Yeah, congrats on that win, and it's always fun to dirt track any car or truck in this league because I mean, it's nicer driving a looser truck than it is driving a tight truck.
Very true.
All right,
All
Electric.
right.
I guess you're done taking your
No,
siesta. Go ahead and
hold
ask your
on.
questions.
Yeah, buddy. It's your boy. All right. Anyway, so McCart. I'm gonna start off from third all the way up. What up, buddy? What you been doing? Alright. See, me and him are teammates in next phase, so that's why we start off like that. Alright, man, I wanted to ask you a couple questions, man. How was your truck overall? And how was you doing overall in your race as we seen from up here? Yes, understandable. And one more question. It's about Xfinity. How you feeling about Dega?
Oh, but Earnhardt coming out. Checkers are entered.
Understandable.
Feel
Respect.
better.
Praise hell. Praise that. All right. Anyway, so second place, Eric. How you feeling today?
Feeling great. Wish I could have got the win, but glad Shake got it.
Yes, understandable. Got a question. What could you feel like
I
you
hope
could
so.
have done better in order to catch up to Shake and possibly have a chance to win your second road course?
Um, it wasn't about like me trying to catch him. I think me and him both are around the same pace. What really hurt is when I got, the front end damage from
Yeah.
when he messed up the front chicane and we all got stacked up and then
Yeah,
my
my
car
bad.
ran into my car barely tapped my bumper and some reason it gave me rear end damage. So I don't know how that works, but that really messed up my truck and I couldn't really it just didn't feel right after that.
Outside fell off his
Yeah.
chicane. I think he messed up his chicane.
Yeah, I was trying to go like uh below the 8 and I couldn't like my car just well my truck wouldn't turn enough.
Understandable. Hope the best for you up in Cup for Chicagoland, and yeah, great race. Shake and bake.
Thank you.
Welcome. Third race win this season since you came back late in the year. How is you feeling right now?
I feel great. It's starting to feel like last season, and yeah, I've got quite a bit of confidence going into the playoffs with some points, which is nice.
Yeah, understandable. I was just about to say something about you going into the playoffs. Since it's the chase format, do you feel like it's anything different? Is it going to be any different energy or a different vibe going to be thrown off with the chase format and then a win in your end?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be different from last season because last season you wanted those stage points and you wanted those top three, top five, those wins. But this season you can really just not even worry about those stage points and just go for those race wins. And yeah, you win in your end, but that's not the case for me because I still have to make every start from now on.
Yes, I
So, but
understand.
I could start in park if I do win, but I'm not going to do that because that's disrespectful.
That's understandable. Well, while y'all going to New Hampshire next week, I'm for sure that will end off everything for the interviews as we're about to end out the stream. Trucks goes into the playoffs next week as they go to New Hampshire. Me and Jim, as Jim is in Cup, he's going to be going over to Chicagoland for the finale of Cup. For sure that's a little bit
Ugh,
of a poor situation for you. I know you're feeling depressed because of that track.
I don't like that place at all.
As yeah, me and oh yeah, and Eric is also going to go to Chicagoland. I gotta remember there's two hot seats up in here. And me and McCarter are going to be in Xfinity, and we're going to be going up for Dega as our last finale. So, Jim, you got it better than us.
So
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
say, but Talladega is going to be. I think it's going to be fun to watch. So I can't wait.
yeah. I mean, it's gonna cause a lot of chaos, but we. I mean, the admins wanted to see that. So with everything ending out today. For sure, nobody else have any more comments to say. With that, ending it all today. We hope to see y'all tomorrow for another great stream of racing. Good night.